Welcome to Brave Words. I'm Adrienne Ferreira, and this is the podcast where we bring you true stories told well.
I'm Rob Carlton, and I'm the second of your hosts. Now, these true stories told well, we bring them to you from Gosford on the Central Coast and all these little places around about. Most of the time these days, we're at the Funhouse Factory in Gosford, which is an arts hub newly created by Wine and Glitter.
And it is activating the hell out of Gosford, so you should come along, check it out. There's heaps of really cool stuff happening at the Funhouse.
But over the 3 years we've been recording these stories, we've had lots of different venue partners. We started with Albert's Lion, we had the amazing Jared and Claire at Lion's Den, and the story you're going to hear today was recorded at the Lion's Den.
It's from Ross Markey, and the story's called That Orange Glow.
Boys, I got told today that I'm going to die young. What? No, Mum, no. When, Mum? Dunno yet. I seen a doctor today and he said if I keep smoking 4 packets of smokes a day that I'm going to die young. Me and my brother Shane are sitting at the tea table with Mum. But Mum, that's only 80 fags a day. Yeah, Mum, smoking's good for you. Shane takes a fag out of one of the 2 open packs on the tea table and lights it. He draws in deep to make sure it's lit good and proper, then blows his smoke over his left shoulder away from the table. He hands the lit fag to Mum, who now doesn't have to light it using the burning end of the fag she's just finishing. Me and Shane always fight over who gets to light Mum's fags. We each been doing it since we was 4. Mum usually lets us take it in turns so there's no fighting, but I'm scared about Mum saying she's going to die, so I didn't say nothing about Shane lighting up when it's meant to be my turn. Lighting fags for Mum is one of me favourite things. I always want to do nice stuff for her, but she still won't let me make her a cup of tea. She reckons it's too dangerous. She doesn't want me pouring boiling water. She started standing beside Shane and letting him do it though, so I reckon by next year, when I'm 10 as well, she'll start letting me. I watch Mum smoking and hope the doctor's wrong. I hope she's always going to be close by, where I can watch her, especially at night from bed. Mum's moved us from Queensland to Victoria, and we now live in a 1-bedroom flat in Ascot Vale. Before this joint, we'd been in the Flemington 20-storey Housing Commission flats. Everyone down here just calls them the flats. The flats were a horrible life. Older kids from them gone bashed us on our way to and from school. People spat and done their toileting business in the lifts and in the stairwells. And by that I mean number 1s and number 2s. Dads in the flats are loud and drunk and bash their wives like our dad done when we was younger, before the 2 times Mum left him. But there was even worse stuff in the flats. There was dirty old men who come looking for us boys. You've got to do something about it, Mum complained in the Flemington cop shop. What can we do, ma'am? We can't be sitting down there waiting for predators, and if we did, they'd see us and leave. A second copper at the counter added, it's like when your little one here had his footy flogged as soon as he went outside with it, and your older son having his baseball bat broken against a metal pole. As I said, back then when both those times happened, if you can't give us the names and addresses of the culprits, then what can we do? When more wrongs happened, Mum never bothered taking us up to the cop shop. If I was a policeman, I said to Mum on the last time we was walking home from the cop shop, I'd be different. If the cops are so busy with other work, what I'd do if I heard about the stuff going on in the flats is I'd come down to them after work and I'd watch and wait and bust the bastards. Mind your language, Ross. You'll never get by in life with a foul mouth. But I'd be a good cop and help protect kids in Housing Commission, especially the ones without dads. If you were a cop, you wouldn't care about Housing Commission. They don't want to know nothing about us. These flats are nothing but trouble for cops, so forget about them ever helping. The only way out of these flats is education. That's why I'm studying, so I can get an education and get us out of all this. Cops would reckon the only good thing for Housing Commission is napalm. Napalm? Like what they're using in Vietnam? Exactly. Are cops educated, Mum? The last time we was mugged, the older boys must have been hiding in the car park and watching the milk bar, expecting us to come out with lollies. Only that time, me and Shane had just bought $2 worth of fireworks and rockets. We get 50 cents for every car we wash in the Housing Commission car parks, and we left the milk bar with a brown paper bag of crackers and another brown paper bag of rockets and 10 penny bungers. The boys circled us. Because they'd done this that many times, they didn't even talk. They just held out their hands for us to hand over everything we had. The mean-looking one with the blonde crew-cut hair shoved Shane up against the wall after Shane handed him his bag. He was the one what broke Shane's baseball bat. As we watched them walking away, all excited and gawking in the bag, Shane goes, "I hope what happened to cousin Johnny happens to them." I thought back to that horrible moment in Queensland. We was shouting at Johnny to get away from the milk bottle. We used to sit our skyrockets in empty milk bottles so they'd point up. Cousin Johnny lit one, put it in the glass bottle, but kept his shaved head over it, waiting to see it take off. We shouted and shouted. The rocket whizzed off and lodged deep inside Johnny's eye. When we got told the next day he was going to be blind for life in that eye, we already knew. I'll never be able to forget him screaming and turning around madly with a long pink stick of skyrocket poking out horizontally from his eye and the entire gunpowder tube buried right inside his eyeball. Blinding them's probably a bit much, I say to Shane. What would you know? He punched me so hard I went sideways. His second punch knocked me to the ground. Then he laid the boots in and goes, "If it wasn't for you, Dobbin, we'd still have a dad, and he would have done something about this." We heard shouts and cheering. It was the thieving boys about 50 yards away. They cheered Shane on to keep kicking me. Anyway, we're getting a 4-week break from those flats while we get problems in our 12th floor flat fixed. The kitchen plumbing's been leaking for ages. The cupboards are slimy and black with mould, and the doors have been falling off because they're so soggy. The Housing Commission is getting the walls repainted at the same time while we're out. But why I'm going on about all of this is I'm really upset. After telling us about seeing the doctor today, Mum's just said she's going to give up smoking on her birthday. That's Wednesday, in 2 days. She's been a chain smoker all of our lives, even when she was pregnant with me, she reckons, and now she wants to quit right when I had plans for her. Wednesday is Mum's 30th birthday. 2 weeks ago, I thought I'd do something special for her, so I worked and saved and got her a packet of her favourite fags. They cost 55 cents. What I done was at the local newsagents, I got to move piles of old unsold newspapers to out the back next to a laneway where they could be picked up later in a ute. And then after door knocking down the streets nearby with nice homes, some friendly people got me to move firewood from off their front driveway to round the back of their house into a corrugated iron water tank lying on its side. Then collecting bottles and cashing them in, I got enough for Mum's special prezi. Straight away, I done gone out and bought the smokes with me own money. I got them from the garage on the corner where Mum always gets them, as well as kerosene. This 1-bedroom flat we're in for a short while is a shockingly cold place. It's got an unpainted concrete floor and no insulation. We hear every drop of rain on the tin roof right near my head on the top bunk bed. And all the heat from Mum's little Kero heater goes straight out. She moves it from the lounge room during the day to inside the bedroom at night. At night, I get all the smell from the Kero heater, but none of its heat. But at least for now, while we're here, we don't have to bolt to safety because someone on the 20th floor has thrown another bag of rubbish down, trying to get us on the ground as we're coming in. In bed, I get a bit headachy from all the rising Kero fumes, but I don't mind all the cigarette smoke. I suppose me and Shane haven't thought nothing about all the smoke in our bedroom. With the door shut, it can get thick like a cloud. Guess we haven't known nothing different. But what I've really liked most about it here is the orange glow of Mum's smokes burning at night. I've really found that orange glow comforting. Me and Shane share a double bunk with him on the bottom. Mum has a single bed on the other side of the bedroom. So that orange glow means Mum is always here with us. We speak to her. When we speak to her, she mostly answers. We never got to see her that much while we've been growing up the last 4 years without a dad. That's because she's been working through the day and then going to study courses after. So to have her on the other side of the bedroom smoking a fag is fantastic. Of course, it's quiet at night. When Mum's taking a drag, I can hear the burning tobacco crackling. I've always loved watching that dull orange end of the cigarette in the darkness and seeing it increase in size and brighten. I know at that point, Mum is taking another drag. Then it lessens to a tighter, darker orange glow until her next drag. I've also loved watching the darkness of the walls and ceiling and seeing how it all brightens with Mum's every drag. That's comforted me because it's always meant our Mum is right here in the same room, close by. One thing I've been wishing for ages down here in Victoria is that Mum could get another cigarette vending machine put in our flat, like what we got done in our Fibro flat in Main Beach. I remember this man in navy blue shirt and pants called a smokes vendor came along one day and screwed into the wall in our toilet hallway near the back door a metal cigarette machine. He said by having it, Mum could have her fags just like that. It saved her sending us up to the milk bar to get them for her. She just had to put coins in at the top, turn the coin slot, and a pack of fags would come out at the bottom. Every week on Monday afternoons, the bloke came around to keep the vending machine filled. Funny thing was, though, Mum still had to send us up to the milk bar to get the change for it. So she couldn't always have her smokes just like that. Still, I've long wished we could have one of those vending machines in the toilet here so her life would be better. It's Tuesday after school and I'm taking the pack of fags I bought back to the garage man. I still got time to get a refund so I can buy something else. Yeah, no way, little tacker. They could be poison now. What do you mean? They're still in their plastic wrapping. Yeah, I can't do it. Once they're sold and gone, I can't take them back. I explain about it being Mum's birthday tomorrow, but it doesn't change his mind. So now I got this unwanted, useless present and no time to earn more money so I can get Mum something else. I wish I knew how to crochet doilies. I'm standing outside the garage on the footpath and stare at the brand new packet of smokes in my hand. I'm really upset. But what upsets me most, even more than the waste of money, is I'm really going to miss the warmth and comfort at night time of that orange glow.
Such a beautiful and sad story of Ross's. And I mean, what's so striking about it from a writing teacher's perspective is just that child's point of view, the voice that he manages to capture on the page. It's just so authentic.
It is, and it's extraordinary. It's so simple sounding, yet the actual craft of his writing is beautiful. He's got these elegant flashbacks. The detail of what he's seeing is so wonderful. There's the inclusion of so many different characters, all the dialogue that he enlivens the whole space with. It's really a terrific piece of work.
And it is just a tender love story. It's really, really beautiful.
Now, the other thing I love about that is I didn't grow up in housing commission. I grew up in a fortunate environment. And then when I moved to the city, I could see housing commission blocks and I had no idea of what was going on in there. Now I got a job in a pub right across the road from housing commissions when I was about 18, 19 years old. But I never really knew what was going on in there. And my experience of living working in a pub just opposite was that it was a bit nasty and violent and people would come down, they'd be crashing. And so I associated those buildings with a rough, nasty kind of vibe. Then when I listened to Ross Markey's That Orange Glow, I look at those buildings with something completely different. there's something now alive inside that building. There's a wonder and a beauty and kids and loving mums just trying to do their best.
We knew Ross from around the neighbourhood, and we have kids the same age, but we didn't know him that well. So when he told us that he was a writer and he had some stories, we were really interested, and it was just such an amazing thing to read his pieces. We just came to know him so much better, and a really wonderful thing to do to be able to share those stories with our community. It's really sort of opened up conversations with people and with Ross, and I think we've all just got such a great appreciation now for what Ross has been through. And, he became a cop.
Yeah, and we've got a couple more stories coming up, because that young boy did become, I think, the youngest ever Victorian police officer, the last young person, 16.
He was one of the last of the 16-year-old cadets that went through in Victoria.
And he's got a couple of amazing stories which we'll share with you on this podcast series upcoming.
We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.
Absolutely. Take good care. Enjoy your stories.